Hi there, it's Mr. Leatherwood.
Hola, Miss Mitchell.
Today we're going to talk about placing decimals on a number line. We've done this with fractions, so we're hoping that it'll be somewhat easy for you to do with decimals. And the reason that is because all fractions will be equivalent to a decimal, yes?
Yes.
Yes. The trick is that when we talk about decimals, we talk about, ooh, that's a big pen. We talk about tenths. We talk about hundredths.
Hundredths.
And this year we talk about thousandths. Yeah, need that THS on the end. Okay. So since we're talking about tenths, hundredths, and thousandths, our fractions, if we were talking about a fraction, it would be with a denominator of something. We'll just do something over 10, something over 100, and something over 1,000.
That's 1/10, 1/100th, and 1/1000th.
Very good. So, let's see if we can get rid of some stuff here. So that being the case, when we're talking about a number line, so let me draw a nice pretty number line here. Straight, 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 straight. Ooh, that's not bad. We'll do a number line from 1, or we'll say 0, 1, 2. That work? No? Not work?
That'll work.
Okay. I don't like my 0. I'm going to do another one. Okay. So let's say I asked to put this decimal on a number line. It's tricky.
That is.
What decimal is that?
That is 2/10.
Very good. So how are we going to put that somewhere on our number line? Any ideas?
Well, I know it's less than 1, so it's going to be, but it's more than 0.
Good.
So it's going to be somewhere between 0 and 1.
Okay.
And I know that 5/10 is halfway.
Oh, good. So this would be 5/10.
Because I know 50 cents, and that's the same thing.
That's good.
So it's going to be less than that, and since it's tenths, I could take between 0 and 1 and split it into 10 equal parts.
Oh, that'd be good.
So I'll have 5 on that side and 5 on the next one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
10.
A little bit off there, but that'll work, right?
Close enough. So then I know from 0 to that first line would be 1/10.
Okay.
And then, you're going to do some colorful jumping?
Yeah. So you're saying that this right here is 1/10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then to the next one is plus another 10th, which is 2/10. So
Okay.
that's where I would go.
Oh, looky there. 2/10. Very good. Okay, so what if I asked, let's get tricky here. What if I asked what this one right here would be?
I would use my jumping
Jumping? Okay.
technique.
Your jumping technique?
Since I know where 5/10 is,
Uh-huh.
I would jump to 6, 7, 8/10.
Okay.
And then I could check that by adding on and making sure that it's still correct to get me to 1.
Okay. So we could go from that 8/10 and jump
9/10, 1 whole.
1 whole.
So I'm right.
You are right.
Yay me!
Yay you. Very cool. Okay. So what if so we talked about less than 0, or greater than 0, less than 1. What if I gave you, let's say, I don't know, 1, or here, I won't say the number. Well, that number.
1 and 4/10. Do you know why I exaggerated that and, Mr. Leatherwood?
I don't know why. Why did you exaggerate that and?
Because that is the name of the decimal. When we read it out loud, it's called and. Because I have 1 whole and part of another whole.
Mucho importante. And. Okay, so we have 1 and 4/10. So if I'm going to do your little bouncy method, right, or jumping method?
Yes.
Jumping method. Okay, so 4/10. So it's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. That must be 1 and 4/10.
Well, I think that was a really good effort, but
Yeah.
you might want to look again and try again.
Huh.
Because that is between 0 and 1, which
Oh.
would just make it 4/10.
Not cool. So that would be 4/10. So if we want it to be 1 and 4/10, first of all, I guess I need to break this into tenths, right? So
Right.
I know halfway would be 1 and 5/10, right?
Right.
So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Okay, I always mess up on that last one. Okay, so I'm gonna jump. Let's see, how about green this time? So I could start at 1 and 5/10, right?
Yeah.
And go backwards?
Yeah.
So I could go here, and that would be 1 and 4/10.
Absolutely.
Yay! That's a lot of scribbling on one little number line.
That is.
Pretty good.
What an excellent number line.
Yeah. You want to give them one to do, or you think the homework's okay? What do you want to do?
Let's do one.
One? Okay. All right, let's get a little trickier. So let's give you a number line here.
Tricky.
And we'll go ahead and stick with our 0, our 1, and our 2. But now, instead of doing just tenths, let's do a number. Let's try 0 and... Ooh, tricky one. What's that one?
0 and 25/100.
25/100. Man, you know what I don't want to do?
What?
I bet you can guess what I don't want to do.
Don't want to break 0 to 1 into 100 pieces.
I really don't. I mean, I was kind of a little fishy on just breaking it into tenths.
Right.
So,
I bet there's something else you could do.
Okay. What should I do? Can you tell me?
Why don't you just start with breaking it into 10 like we did a minute ago?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start at my 5/10 because that's half. That's kind of my benchmark, the easy one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh,
Excellent.
that looks a little better. All right, I'm good. Okay, so God, I don't want to break it into 100. That would take me so long.
And be so inaccurate.
It really would be. So what can I do?
Well, I know that 25/100 is exactly halfway between 20/100 and 30/100.
Okay.
Write those two down and then I'll show you.
So let's say, so this is 20/100.
Uh-huh.
This is right in half.
Uh-huh.
And then this is
30.
30/100. Okay, I can see that.
And if we get rid of those zeros on the end, because since they have no value, they don't need to be there since they're on the end.
Okay. So if I wanted to, I could just scribble.
And then they look like 2/10 and 3/10, which we already have labeled.
Yeah, I can find that.
Uh-huh.
Because I can, 0, 1, that would be 2/10. And then this would be 3/10. Okay.
So then if 25/100 is right in between the two, you can find that spot very easily.
So it's got to be, right here. So this would be 0 and 25/100.
Yep.
I got it. Much easier than drawing 100 little lines.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good deal. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give you a number line to play with. Let's say 0. We'll stick with what we did before. Okay. And maybe give them a couple.
Sure.
How about this number? And how about this number?
Yeah.
That work?
Yeah.
All right, so come to class with this ready tomorrow, plus the homework that is in the triangle next to this video.
Whoop.
Whoop. Good luck.